the door don't got no locks. To be spiteful, she best friends with the ops. And you need better stop. Standing on my money, dog. Please don't get the involved. Ain't nobody running off. Rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law. I can't take the summer off. I make it look good and all, but this is no vacation. All the goons, they respect me and I know it. Watch your words and your tone, you not a poet. My advice, please don't try to be heroic. Let me know they whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. I never had a mentor. Scarface. I met her at a club. She twerk better when her heart break. Hey, hood, wanna everything that I can. I'm praying for a Bentley and to never go to jail. I'm fresh up out the gutter, I don't know if you can tell. I'm hustling for everything I do for legacy. You can call me any type of day, my dog, I never sleep. The only rule I got is if we don't embarrass me. I write down my problems, then record it just for therapy, just for clarity. Whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich.
Well, there is a brand new stadium starting to take shape just across the way, but for now, the action is here at Highmark Stadium in Buffalo, New York. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Buffalo Bills. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts, as this one is underway on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
A first carry for the All-Pro running back, it's Josh Jacobs. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
Here we go.
At the 24-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. You look at this Buffalo defense, and they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep for Buffalo is Nyheim Hines. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now a man in for an expanded role in 2023. It's James Cook to about the 40-yard line. Well, this defense for the Raiders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Allen. And his throw is incomplete. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis, but now it's third down. From the gun, it's Allen. And Davis with it left side. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Here comes Abdullah on the return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here we go.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
21.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Michael Mayer, his intended receiver. And it's third down. Look at this defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Bills at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Diggs going in motion right. Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2nd down and 4. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And Hines is going to have a Bills first down as he'll get this down to the 41.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
At the 41-yard line.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they're going to be set down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off for big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
Brought down at the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Back to the ground, Cook. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They run with Hines. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Cook. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. That's on the guard, David Edwards. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now Allen. Buying time to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Allen going to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 and the 6. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there.
Touchdown Bills! James Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. That's to the rookie from Notre Dame, Michael Mayer.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And this is going to be a Raiders 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo gets it downfield to Mayer. There's some space here. It's a big play there for Vegas. 44 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is out of bounds here. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Jacobs again. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent
excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. This is Hines.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. And now they'll throw with Allen. And Diggs has it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Allen going to audible to a different look. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. From the right hash, this from 33. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills have taken the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself, you don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
21. Here we go.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Allen now looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Hey, tight.
To throw, it's Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken out of bounds all the way down near the 35-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 41 yards.
He just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
On 2nd down, Cook. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They'll run with Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Go ahead.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Here we go.
Second and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A nice carry by Jacobs, who's coming off a career year. Just when it seemed like Vegas may have been ready to move on from him. Led the NFL with over 1,600 yards and was more than deserving of his first All-Pro selection.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is first and 10 right now. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Matt Milano, an all-pro last year, in on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. This is White on the screen. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They're looking at a second and 8 now from the 10. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a third and 10.
Well, Paul, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted. But it winds up falling incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Allen to throw it. Going deep for Diggs. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Caught outright by Renfro. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. O'Connell working from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he gets this up past the 30. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. We'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You taking charge.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run it again with Cook. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll try the wide side with Cook. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Now it's Hines. And they will rally can't stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
This is 1st and 10.
Hey, go.
Back to throw. Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. Here comes 2nd down.
12, fellas, here we go. 12, fellas, here we go. 1, Omaha.
To throw is Garoppolo. Pass caught by Hooper. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs.
And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they